Folks, Clyde Lindsay here at Leechburg Lights. Thanks for taking the time to check out the video today. Today we're doing a video on not building a megatree, but installing my megatree base. Now, a lot of folks have asked the question, how do you do your megatree? And everybody has a different answer. There are a number of ways for you to do your own megatree. And I don't think that there's any one perfect answer, but I think the perfect answer is the one that you realize works best for you. Now, this has worked for the past 3 years. Best for me is to do as I've done here. I went ahead and I dug a brand new hole for a new megatree base, and it is exactly the width of the shovel that you can see on the top right of your screen. And this actual hole, it goes down 2.5 feet. And what I'll do is, in a moment, I'm going to go ahead and grab some gravel and pour it in the bottom, and that will help with a little bit of drainage. The next step after this is going ahead and getting a little bit of concrete, a couple bags of concrete. I don't think I need a whole lot. Last time, I have to redo the pole this year, the base, because I had the whole entire ground here. It was all redug up, and a new sewer line was put in. So they took out last year's megatree base. And it's kind of disappointing, but that's just the way it goes, you know, whenever you have stuff happen. So now what you're looking at is the actual base for a megatree. I had to stop and take time and go pick up these items. This is, from left to right here, this is a base cap, or a cap, for a 2-inch piece of PVC. This is a 2-foot section of 2-inch PVC. Everything here is Schedule 40, by the way. On the right-hand side, you'll see right here we have a coupler, which is connecting our top piece to our actual cap. This is a 2-inch cap threaded with the actual cap for the top that screws in. So last year, I think I had a black one on there last year, but since it's gone, I don't have it. I had to pick up a new one. So total, I'd say I spent maybe $2 on the pipe, $2 on the fitting. This is maybe $7 to $10 worth of hardware. This is all I really need. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes in the bottom of this PVC, the cap. And since there's going to be gravel on the bottom, this will help with drainage, so that if any water does get in the pole base, then it will drain out through the bottom through the gravel. Now, I have some pretty thick clay here, so I want to make sure I went down. I know I said about 1.5 inches, or 2.5 feet, but I'm probably going to go down another 1/2 foot, another total 3 feet, and have that much gravel at the bottom, just so that I have good drainage. So that's the exact next step that we're going to jump into. Okay, so now we've got our actual distance here into the hole, and this is before we put any gravel in. We're roughly about 2.5 feet. We're almost at 3 feet exactly, so I think this is good enough. I'm going to go ahead now and take my bucket of gravel, pour a little bit in. This is going to take a little bit of time and patience, because it does need to be spread. And we want to make sure we have enough in there. Okay, so you can see this is 2 foot. I need enough gravel to go in here and lift it up to this height. Actually, we need to assemble our pieces so that the top of this is level with the ground. So this is how far we have to come up, and I'll go ahead and get some more gravel. I'm not really too worried about exactly if it's high enough or not, just as long as it clears the mower deck and I don't trip over it. That's the important thing. So we'll move on to the next step. We'll level out the pipe and make sure that it is plumb. So we're back now. We have taken the time to go ahead and drill our holes right here for our drainage on the bottom of our PVC cap. Now, I really don't think there's any need to glue this on. It's going to be stuck underground, concreted underground. And this should sit right in there just perfectly. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to be able to level this. And about the easiest way that I can think of leveling is to go ahead and take a wire hanger, because I don't have any other wire. If you have, I don't know, a 9-gauge wire, you can get it at Walmart and cut it and so forth. But this is just a temporary type thing. give it a couple bends. And the idea is that we hold it up in place. And maybe I'll just take this and bend this like this and just create this little hook. And that'll hold it up for us this way. So now what I can do is I can come in with my level and I can look and see, is my level good one way or the other. So this is out a little too far. This needs to be a little bit more like that. And I am actually sitting my level on the lip of the bottom of the cap so that I know that I am plumb with the pipe. So right about there is level. What I need to do is I now need to pull this out. I got my 90-degree angle here, and we can stick this in the ground exactly where it's going to hold this in the same place. So next we need another piece that can go right over there, and then we're gonna have to make sure that we have something that keeps us plumb this way. So looking at it from this direction, which I can't turn the camera at the moment, it looks like it needs to go back right to about there. And we'll just create another one of these. And what we'll do is we'll have like a 2-point pivot here. Let's say that's long enough. I don't know if I'll have enough room to do a third one. So let's just see where this puts this. So, right here, this looks pretty damn level, actually. It can go back just a little bit more. And to do that, we'll just bend this over, and that will put a little bit more pressure. Alright, so now we've got a pretty good level area here. Everything's good and level. We're going to go ahead and open up our concrete. Nice and windy today, along with sunny, so the sun's been coming in and out. This is today, since it's October, well, what is it, the 18th of October, this is almost like summertime still. And I'm just going to go down here, spread it out, level it out. Make sure you wear gloves whenever you're working with concrete. And that's because you seriously can get dried out hand and skins from the addition of all the material, in concrete. So let's go ahead and dump in some water, not a lot. And then you want to take a stick and begin to poke. Now if you want to take a second and make sure you're set level still, which we are on this end, and from your end that you can see, looks really good right now. Well, let me double check that. Maybe my hat will come over there. Yeah, just a little. And let's make sure we're still level this way. Yep, that's still good. So now let's go ahead and add a little bit more water. So there we have it. That's the hardest part of doing the mega tree was digging the hole. The second hardest part is getting the gravel in there, leveling it out, and the third hardest part is obviously setting it so it's nice and level. So if I look at the grade here, I can see I'm just slightly above, and this probably taps down too. I'm not going to put this on yet, but you can see with the grade of my yard how this is barely touching. And to be honest, I could probably use a little dirt and level this whole area out a little bit. So that's where we're at. We're going to have to stop here for today. This has to dry. I'm not exactly sure how long the dry time is on this Quikrete, but we'll give it a day and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, check back in and we'll do part 2 of the video for setting up the mega tree.